Hello and welcome to day 9 of my 30-day clean eating challenge. I am super excited to get started with another day on this challenge. I will say that this has not been an easy week and a half, just over a week of cutting out sugar, refined sugar, cutting out white carbs such as flour, white rice, white potatoes, getting away from junk food and processed food, packaged foods. It's been a little bit of a tough journey. And it feels like it's been a lot longer than 9 days. It's been just over a week. But overall, I'm feeling really good and really excited with how things are going. And I'm feeling really motivated to keep up with it, which a few months ago and all the way back beyond a few months ago, years and years, this is not something I could have seen myself doing. I just didn't feel capable of it. I didn't feel like I was ready to give up my foods that I loved eating, my bacon cheeseburgers and my Cokes and my French fries and my sweet treats and my candies and all those things that I really love and enjoy eating. Even though I knew I didn't feel good, I knew they weren't good for me, man, I just could not wrap my head around giving those things up. And while I don't expect to give them up completely forever and never have them again, it is time to cut way back and to make some major changes with the food that I eat. And so today I want to talk about what keeps me motivated, what keeps me hanging on when those cravings hit, because they hit every day. And I do keep that food in my house, some of it. I try not to keep a lot of it, but I do keep it for my family because they like it. And I'm hoping while I do this challenge that my example might rub off on them, and I will probably keep cutting back anyway. I won't cut it out completely for them either, but I am looking at cutting way back on the junk foods and the processed foods that I keep around for my family to eat. But I'm hoping overall that just them seeing me doing what's best for me maybe will motivate them to want to do that too. But anyway, yeah, so I want to talk about what keeps me motivated, because before this, 9 days off of all those foods, mostly almost completely off those foods, it seemed impossible. It just didn't feel like I was capable of doing it, nor did I want to. So what's changed? What's different? That's what I want to talk about today. But first, I want to get into my daily workout. So I'm going to do 30 minutes of a workout, and then I'll be back to talk about those 2 or 3 key things that are keeping me motivated and helping me stick to this food plan. So let's get to the workout first. Alrighty then, so my workout is finished. I am glad to get that knocked out first thing in the morning so that I can get to the rest of my day. I'm really glad that I felt better today. Yesterday, when I got into my workout, it was Monday morning, and I don't know if it was just Monday morning blues or whatever it was. I did not feel good yesterday, just low energy. As soon as I started that workout, I just could tell I didn't feel my usual, I don't want to say perky. I don't know if I ever feel perky in the morning, but I just didn't have my usual energy yesterday. And so I was a little worried today going into this workout that I would not feel good, but I felt great today, more energy. And I was able to knock out this workout, 5 rounds of those 6 different moves, which is pretty good for me. I'm usually shooting to at least get to 4 rounds. And so I feel happy and good with 5. Some of those moves were hard, others of them weren't quite as hard. The harder ones I only did 10 reps. The little easier ones, I would do 15 reps usually, but overall it was a good hard workout. I was sweaty, my heart rate was up the whole time, and it was only 30 minutes like I said, and I feel like that's working for me. 30 minutes a day, and pairing that with this food plan seems to be working. My body does seem to be changing. I have lost a little weight, my clothes are fitting a little looser, so it's a good pair. This 30 hours, no, okay. 30 minutes a day, working out 5 to 6 days a week paired with this clean eating meal plan is good, and overall I'm feeling really pretty great about it. So I wanted to talk about what keeps me motivated, what keeps me going every day when every day I want to get off the plan. I want to eat. I miss chocolate more than anything. I love chocolate. Like, if I could have one thing back and I would give up all other junk foods and treats and things, I would just have chocolate, because I miss that more than anything. And I don't plan to cut out chocolate permanently. I just need to find a new balance, a new norm where I have these foods a little bit once in a while and not every day and not all the time. Okay, so what keeps me going when I want to give up, when I want to give in, when I want to plow all those foods that I really love, that taste good, that in the moment feel like an indulgence, and what do I do when I want to eat those? First off, and I've talked about this already in my other videos, but my why is so important. And before, I don't think my why was strong enough before this. Usually I'm mainly focused on losing weight and changing my body and looking better. And while I still want that, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and I know that losing weight for me would be better for my health, my overall health, but I really truly do want to look better. And so that is a motivation, but it was never motivation enough. I used to think it was, but all these years, I'm 40, and all of these years leading up to, all my adult years at least, leading up to this point, I never could stick with a food plan like this, or just a lifestyle change like what I'm trying to do right now. I didn't believe in myself. I just don't think my why was strong enough. And so I have dialed down or dialed into a why that feels really good to me, that when I focus on that, it helps me abstain from foods that I know I need to take a break from, that I know won't help me feel good. And my why is that I need to feel good. So when I want to plow a box of donuts or a bacon cheeseburger with French fries and a Coke on the side, I think about my why, and I know when I do those things, I am not gonna feel good. I'm not gonna have energy. I'm gonna have probably a headache. I'm probably gonna have brain fog. I'm probably gonna be really grumpy because I don't feel good. And then I feel like I'm short with my family. I just wanna lay around. I wanna nap. I'm not as productive. I don't have the motivation to do the things in my daily life that need to be done or that I want to do. And sometimes I'll just do the bare minimum just to get by, because I've spent a lot of days, most days are spent eating the wrong kinds of foods that drain my energy and just make me feel crappy. So my why is simple. It's not complicated. I just want to feel good, and I have spent 40 years not feeling great. And so I'm not getting any younger. I'm getting to the second half of my life. Hopefully I've got another 40 years on this earth, and if I do, and however much time I have, I just want to feel good. I want to have energy. There's so many things I want to do with my life. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and hopefully someday when my kids are grown, I'll have grandkids, and I want to be able to enjoy my family. I want to be able to enjoy good health. I want to travel. I want to see the world. There's just so many things I want to do, and I know if I don't take good care of myself, I can't do those things. So really, I have to look to the future. What do I want my life to look like? What do I want for my future? I want to feel good. I want to have energy to do all those things. And, I don't want to get towards, the end of my life or in another 10 or 20 years and not be able to take good care of myself and not be able to go and do. And, I want to live my best life for as long as possible, and I know that can be done for a lot longer if I change my diet, if I change the foods I'm feeding my body every day, if I exercise every day, because those two things alone affect every other part of my life. And if I don't take care of my body, the rest of my life will deteriorate along with my body. And I am not willing to do that. I am not willing to give up my health and my quality of life because I love to eat donuts, and because I love to eat chocolate cake, and because I love Coke. I know I can still have those things, but for right now, I have to give myself a good fighting chance and take a good long break, and then slowly reintroduce a little here and there, but with limits, because I don't trust myself that I can just go back. Well, I can't go back. I know I can't go back. And so my quality of life, feeling good, thinking about what I want my future to look like, that's my motivation. And I've had to get really dialed down on that, really think about it, and really think about, if I don't change my life, if I don't change my diet, if I don't take care of my body, then what does that future look like? It doesn't look good. I think it's quite bleak, and it's up to me. It's completely up to me. It is my responsibility to take care of myself so that I can have the life I want, and so that I can feel the way I want to do what I want to do. And I absolutely feel like I deserve to feel good and to have that life. So when I want to give up, when I want to eat those things, when I think, a lot of times I get to the end of these days, each of these days, and I think, oh, can I do another day? Can I make another video? Can I get another workout in? Like, I just don't feel excited or motivated about it, but I go to bed. I put my worries to bed when I go to sleep, usually, not always, I try. And I try to get a good night's sleep, and usually when I wake up in the morning, I feel better, and I'm able to just take it one day at a time instead of thinking, oh, I'm gonna do this forever, which this is a lifestyle change. I do plan to do this to some degree or another forever, but the only reason I can wrap my head around that is thinking about what it is I want for my life, and what it is I want for me, and how I want to feel, and how I want to go about the next, hopefully 40 years of my life, feeling good and taking care of me. So that's my motivation. And it's important. When I just focused on my weight, it just wasn't enough. And while it's in there, it's not the top of the totem pole anymore. It's a few notches down, and I feel like that's a good place for it to be. So that's it from me today. I hope you have a fabulous day. I hope if you're on some kind of a journey similar to mine, or if you're thinking about it, really get dialed in on your why. Really think about your future. What do you want for yourself? How do you want to feel? Because, I feel like if we don't figure that out, it's a lot harder to stick with a pretty serious lifestyle change like what this is. So good luck to you. If you're interested in more of these videos, I ask that you please like and subscribe, comment, and let's become workout buddies. Let's become friends on this journey to a healthier, more fit life. And I will see you back tomorrow. Thanks so much.